Do you know what sounds like the biggest excuse in the book? Yeah, when if you owe someone something in prison, obviously, is when you say, "Oh, my money didn't turn up in time." I'll explain. Yeah, we get a canteen sheet once a week. It's a bit of paper with a list of items on it that's available to buy. Each day has different items, very similar, but there might be one or two extras or whatever, or different varieties of stuff. And you just tick or put down like the amount you want, and that's it. Next week it comes. But say you get the sheet on a Friday, you might need to get your money on, I can't remember exactly, but say Tuesday. Yeah, you need to get it for a couple of days before, so you get it on time to put on your sheet. Otherwise, you've got to wait till the next week. So, obviously, if you owe someone something, if you tick it off them, say they want double back. It's usually the thing in jail. It's fair enough, isn't it? You haven't got something, you want it. Why should someone just give it to you for nothing, or just for the same price back, double back? So you yeah, you say you get something during the week and say, I'll put it down on the canteen sheet, give it back to you next week, double bubble, lovely. If your money don't land, right? Thing is, if you're being truthful and it don't land and it don't come in time, you're gonna go down with your canteen sheet on the Friday and say, mate, I don't know what's happened here. Like there's the letter with the postal order in it. There's the date. It's not on the canteen sheet. I don't know what's happened. Like it's a day late or whatever. If it's happened once or twice, people usually let it go, don't they? Right? You're not dealing with. Don't people think you're just dealing with pure bullies, like, because it's prison. It's not like that. People want their stuff, don't they? People don't want to lose out. But it's a well-oiled trick. It's a well-oiled trick. If you're debted up to the eyeballs and you owe 10 people loads of stuff, if you're lying, you'll go to them on the day of canteen. You'll get your canteen sheet and keep it quiet, won't you? And then wait till canteen day, and then make out there's been a problem with canteen because it gives you an extra week of not worrying about it, doesn't it? Well, you might be worrying about it, but it gives you that extra week. Yeah, you got to explain it on the Friday there and then. You got to wait till you've got an extra 7 days. So, let me canteen. Yeah, I ordered it. Again, if you've been truthful and you ordered it and it didn't come, you'd have the canteen sheet in your canteen or the receipt or whatever, and it would say what you've ordered or whatever and what's not come. That's always the way. It's because if someone says, someone will say, well, show us your receipt. If someone knows the score, because you have the bottom bit at the bottom, things not delivered or items out of stock or whatever. That's what you're saying. Oh, it's out of stock or this that. But every now and again, your money don't come, doesn't it? It's hassle, like it's hassle you don't need, and you might even you might get something on the Monday, like tick something, buy something you got to pay for, fully expecting your money to come by Wednesday or whatever, and then it gets there Thursday or Friday, and you think, oh, and then you've got to go and explain it. And again, that's a drama, isn't it? But there's people that do other things, isn't there? Yeah, to get away with it. There's people that go on the numbers. People that go on the numbers left, right, and centre. Yeah, they get in debt, and then the next week they're gone. The fact that this wasn't funny, it was terrible. In Stockton, when I was in Stockton, the drug-free wing, they had no block for like the numbers or whatever. Yeah, so if you went on the numbers, there was no other place for them to go yet. So if you went on the numbers, they literally just didn't let you out of your cell. So you was on the wing. So imagine social and everyone coming up to your door. But that's just the way it was. That was the policy, wasn't it? So it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm in debt now. Goodbye. See you later. I'm never going to see you again. It's I'm in debt now. Just got to pretend I'm asleep all day long or whatever it is. You know what I mean? That was always always interesting. Not funny. Yeah, you could create trouble, get taken down the block, have a fight to get off there. I've explained it before when I wanted to get off the wing, not over a debt, trouble that I was going to lose. It was like too many men. I just left the wing, smashed the library up. The window screws come and got me, took me straight to the block. Yeah, bit extreme. Don't do it. Always follow the rules and you'll be fine. But that's what I did. I remember time ago. This was in Pentonville. My Cody was me and my Cody was there for burglary. I got 28 months. 28 months. He got 4.5 years, I think. 5, something like that. Both on a guilty plea as well, yeah, guilty. I think he went not guilty. He must have. Either way, he got more than me, right? We got on the wing, G wing. We're on G wing. Massive wing. There's loads of people in there. There's people in there we know. My Cody meets one of his Codies from like 10 years previous when they was kids, yeah. Geezer's in there. They was Codies on an armed robbery case years ago. This geezer was back in there on trial for another armed robbery, right? He ended up getting an EPP, you know, a 10-year EPP or 11-year EPP. So his Cody was there, and one of my mates from school was there, who also knew me Cody. And my Cody's previous Cody, Jesus, this gets hard, yeah. I'll just call him John. My Cody's Cody, John. His name's not John. But John was shot in on the wing, right? Alleged or allegedly. Could be lying. Weed, mainly, and phones, right? Allegedly. Weed and phones, yeah? The geezer that was his downstairs shotted B on the wing. Brown. Right? John used to smoke that shit as well, yeah? So he used to send parcels down to them, weed, and they send just on a pulley, man. They'd literally had a pulley. What's that pulley? Like, he used to just send his thing down, send the rope down like that. But all day long, right? John got a raging habit out of it, yeah? He was doing it all day long. Even during social, he was all going to the cells, going to his cell, my Cody, my schoolmate, John, and we was all just booting, yeah. And eventually, them three got out of control on it, right? It was never really the thing that used to float my boat. I'd have a go on it, but it was never like something that I'd get of dreams over, you know what I mean? Jail and all that. But them three got fully debted up to the eyeballs, right? Money that you're not going to pay off. The first one to go was my schoolmate, yeah? What he did was, he went to the screws and he said, I've got a drug habit, I've picked up a drug habit on the wing. I need to get off and detox. So they give you a drug test, which is obviously going to fail. And he went to the drug wing. Made that he was like, and all that, yeah. The other two made that he stabbed him in the back. But they must have gone light switch, light bulb moment in their head, you know what I mean? But hold on a minute. Next thing you know, them two are going off the wing. Both done the exact same thing. Said they failed a drug test, blah, 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 blah. I'm left on the wing. The people that I had money to did try and say to me at first, oh, that's your Cody and all that. I go, listen, he might be my Cody, but the other two ain't my Cody, and my Cody's got his own mind, you know what I mean? I didn't pay it. Two of them, my school pal, didn't come off that wing until he got shipped out. And my Cody was the same, he got shipped out from that wing as well, yeah? John not his real name, did actually come back, and he was on there for a month or two, I should say. But he was always telling me, I'm definitely coming back, I'm definitely coming back. But the other two were saying that as well. We're definitely coming back, we're definitely going to come back and pay and all that. Yeah, alright. John, to his credit, did come back. Didn't want to stay over on the detox thing. Did come back. And did settle about, I don't know, £500 debt or whatever. Yeah. People that try it. Old John did try it, but he must have got a conscience on the detox and he come back. The other two didn't. That's my code I'm talking about as well. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, hit subscribe and we'll chat again. Adios.